You're probably wondering, why are all these amazing books, self-help books, motivation, discipline, atomic habits, rich dad, poor dad, why are these books not helping me? Why am I not changing? Why am I still suffering the consequences of my own actions? Why am I still me? Why am I still experiencing the things I usually experience? And dare I tell you, in a world where we're being told to contact max, health maxing, brand maxing, self maxing, I actually propose you do less. We need to do way less. Think of yourself like an onion. You have all these layers that you've built up or life has put on you that are now acting as barriers to things that you probably want or would prefer. And you have no idea that you are actually choosing that. These layers are stopping you from having the relationships you prefer, the friendships, maybe the job, maybe the kind of life, maybe stopping you from reacting in a way you wish you reacted. All you really need to do is to start peeling all these things away until you actually start at a fresh foundation. Because what is happening is you're looking at all these videos, you're reading all these books, you're getting all these plans, 90-day plans, 1-year plan, journaling, but you're doing it on a level of ice, very thin ice. And you're stacking all these big goals and they're breaking apart. And you're wondering, why do I keep failing? Or why do I keep reverting to these bad things? And I just say, think of it like a computer, input, output. When you start changing the input, we don't need to do more output. There's no more work to be done. Which is why people talk about neutral state, at rest, soft life. It is not soft life. It is actually a complete wiring reset of what you believe about yourself. All those secret statements that you whisper in your head, or was whispered in your head, that has become normal, that is what you're changing. That is what you're attacking. That is what you're challenging. You're putting it to the light and going, hey, I actually feel this way about myself. This is what I believe about money. This is what I really believe about money that my mom taught me. This is what I really believe about what confidence is. I don't think I can be confident. Not me. You need to challenge those and start changing it. Don't let it run around like background music, because that's what's running the show. Change your background music. Minimize those tabs in your head. Start addressing them. You'll need more tabs. There is no tab that will secretly delete all those tabs. We have to delete them. We have to remove them. We have to tweak them, change the website. That is the one thing I feel like is ruining our adult lives. We need to change the story that we were told about ourselves, about the things in our lives, so that you actually be surprised when all those things stop running the show, all those things you got forced by culture, by norms, by whatever you grew up with, your childhood. It will shock you how much your life changes with less of those things, rather than you adding more things. It is cognitive overload. You're putting way too many cables in your system and you're overheating and you crash and you burn, that you remove them and you restart all over again. Instead, let's just stop the thing that's causing you to overheat. When you have less to do, less to think about, you can do more. Imagine what it would feel like to have all that baggage off your shoulders, off your back, being the eldest daughter, the eldest son, the brown girl who has all these responsibilities that she has to uphold, yet there's nobody there. So why are you still upholding all these things of 500 people expecting you to do things, yet nobody's in the house, it's just you? We need to change the story. You need to change the language. Change the way you talk about yourself. Change what's happening here secretly when you watch things, when you read things, when it says, not you. That's the only thing you need to do. You'll be very surprised what you can do with the quiet mind, with the safe mind. Create that self-agency, that safety net in yourself, that nervous system reset, that calmness you wish you had. You can recreate that, because people will be shocked. Kids do amazingly in a safe home, in an environment that's not chaotic. We need to change the chaos that's up in here. To start moving furniture, rearranging, a little bit of renovation. We don't need to buy anything new. I think that is probably what will surprise you if you start working on that. So actually do less. And it's not laziness. It's actually unpacking those boxes you never wanted to look at. You'll be very shocked what your life will look like the next day.